drought and famine.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. This is your girl Morgan of Morgan Ashley, where we focus on beauty, fashion, lifestyle, you know, just a little bit of everything that I want to share with you all. I want to send a huge thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. Your girl has finally hit 100. Okay, so again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Any new subscribers, hello, welcome to the family over here. And at this point, we're well on our way to hitting 200 and, you know, 500, 1,000, 2,000. We're gonna keep this thing going. But no, again, I really do appreciate the support. It helps me be consistent, and you know, it shows me that being consistent is the only way to grow those numbers. And if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed yet, that's fine, boo. But before you leave this channel, before you leave this video, subscribe. I mean, well, why not? What's holding you back? But no, I would appreciate if you would support me and subscribe. Check out this video to the end, or check out some more videos on my channel. I'm sure there's one for you that you would love. But no, as you saw today in today's title, we are going to be discussing about the boots that were my go-to for this past fall and winter. I know we just hit spring, and we should be talking about all those spring goodies. But before we do that, I did want to, you know, just show y'all what I was pulling out of my closet for this past winter, and see if any of you have the same boots, or if you didn't, or if you were thinking about them, you know, give y'all a slight review of them as well. And a shout out to one of my subscribers. Hello, girl. I think it was Kiki Shalon. She actually asked me in one of my videos, I think it was my luxury haul videos, to do a review of one of these boots. So this video was definitely inspired by you, sis, because I did not want to leave you hanging. I said I would do a review, so I wanted to hold up on my end and do the review for you. But instead of talking about that one boot, I wanted to, you know, bring a collection of it and showcase some other boots that I have in my closet. You know, other luxe items, luxe boots that I think you all should have a pair in for like the next fall and winter. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, y'all. So like I said, Kiki Shalon is my subscriber who asked or commented in regards to doing a review to these boots, the Prada Monolith combo boot. I think it's just the Prada Monolith boot. So again, thank you, girl, for commenting and subscribing to the channel. So we are going to first be talking about these. So as you can see, before I even get into it, let's just get into the boot itself, okay? So we have Miss Prada herself. Do you a whole 360, show you the other one as well. It's the same thing. This one I actually took off the pouch. I don't have it on right now, but as you saw in this one, they too come with a pouch that is detachable, so if you want to wear it, you can, and if not, you don't have to. But just an overall description of the boot. So this is made by Prada. The boot is leather and nylon. As you can see, there is leather all around the boot, but on this portion on each side, as you can hear as well, that is nylon. But regardless, the insole is made out of leather, the tongue is leather. I have these in a size 40. They were made in Italy. They have a rubber thick sole. As you can tell, it has Prada on the back of the sole, and on the tongue it says Prada Milano. You have you have some strings to tie up the boot. You can tie them whichever way you have them. I've never changed the tying of these since I've gotten them, but you can loosen them, you can tie them on the screen, you can do what you want. And as I said, it also comes with a little cute little pouch, you know, like the Prada re-edition bags. It's that nylon. It has the silver hardware. The zipper says Prada Milano as well. You can actually open this pouch, and you can put things in here if you wanted to, I guess. And the inside, it's nylon as well. It has Prada written all over in it. It has the little same, you know, little thing here, but it's just a rectangle that says Prada Milano. I've never put anything in these boots. Usually when I wear them, I keep the pouches on, but there's sometimes in situations like when I'm wearing like a cute little baby doll dress and wearing my combat boots, I take the pouch off just because it just gives it a different look. You know, I feel like these boots are so good for everyone. So I think everyone in their closet during winter and fall, they definitely, a combat boot. I mean, and then not even just in those seasons, you can definitely wear this boot into the spring and summer now. Like I said, I wear this boot with cute baby doll dresses, and even in the summer, I mean, I don't, just because I just get too hot. It just would be too much for me. But wearing these cute combat boots with some ripped off denim jean shorts, and that would be fire too. So they're just not for fall, winter. I mean, I happen to only wear them in those seasons, but these can definitely be worn year round, okay? What else? But besides the seasonality of it, you can dress them up, you can dress them down. I feel like this boot, they just did so well with it. Like, it just elevated your normal combat boot. It just gave it a little bit more oomph with this chunky sole and the detailing of the sole. Like, I love this sole so much. Like, I never before was a combat boot girl until like I saw this boot. They also have these in the tall version. Unfortunately, because of my large calves, I could never do the tall version unless it came in like a wide version, and I still had to probably stretch it out. So that's why I had to go with this short version. But I mean, I still love these. I still think they're cute. You can wear them pretty much any which way as you can with the tall ones. For the little review on these, so, well, before we get into that, let me just give you a little bit of background. So I purchased my Prada boots back in January of 2021. I purchased them for Nordstrom. I originally tried to purchase these boots, I think in like November or December of 2020. I was having orders from, I think, Neiman's and Saks, but they kept getting either delayed and then canceled, and then I was like, forget it, for like a month. And then eventually I found them in stock on Nordstrom.com and the size 40, and they actually were fulfilled this time. So that's where I grabbed mine from. I guess you can hashtag she never pays retail, because when I purchased these boots, they were $13.90. There was no tax on them, so that was like the retail price. But today, actually, these boots are retailing for $15.80. So I mean, in today's time compared to basically a little over a year ago, I saved almost 200, or yeah, I saved about 200, a little under $200 on these boots. So, you know, it is a hashtag she never pays retail. But no, I mean, you can get these boots. Sometimes I do see them on my European sites. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'll try to, if I can find some, I will try to link some in the description box. So, you know, continue watching this video, sis, and then check out the description box after. But if I can find some Prada Monolith boots on sale and under retail, I will link them, because I always see them here and there under retail now. Again, European sites, you're not going to find them probably in the States on sale, but you can overseas, sis, okay? But so overall for these boots, would I buy them again? Yes. But I would size up a whole size. So I would have gone with a 41 of this boot. Again, this boot, so it looks big, but it's not. So I would say the toe box is very, very narrow. And I would, if they came how mine came, I would relace them, because the shoes, up until this, like a month ago, I finally relaced them. It was like, damn, the laces was just a little bit too tight on like the top of my foot. And I just wish I would have known that. But I still would want a 41 in these boots again, because having a fat, wide, flat foot, so my feet are wide this way, and then they're thick. They're not too thick this way, but they are a little thicker than the normal foot. So with the fact of the toe box being so narrow, and then this part with the tongue, it just sometimes irritates my foot from wearing them after a few hours. So initially when I first started to wear these boots, I was wearing, when I first got them, I was like, oh, you know, they're a little tight, but I can I can make them work. And I was like, since I'm about to go through this traumatic experience again, I'm trying to get these boots and not have my order be canceled. So I just kept them, and I was initially wearing these boots. I was taking the soles out and wearing them with my sock off. And I would get some badass blisters on the back of my foot, and it's because, you know, not having a sock protecting my skin and this rubbing after hours of walking in them, it was a no-go. My boyfriend was like, I would have to put like literally bandages on the back of my foot in order to wear them, and my boyfriend was like, sis, you can't do that. He was like, what are you doing? So I started to wear them with socks, and they were definitely more comfortable. I no longer got the blisters, but I just always felt like my foot over time would just get so cramped in the shoe, and again, this, but more so like right here, it would just, literally wearing these boots over time, I just felt like, oh my, like it's just a pounding pain on the top of my foot. More so, you know, there's always one foot that's bigger, so for me it's my left foot compared to my right foot. It's always a little bit more irritated, but it's gotten a little bit better now. Like I said, a month ago, I finally loosened the shoelaces and realized that was a part of it. But I still would do the whole size up just to give my foot a little bit more breathing room. And I think initially too, I was a little bit scared of having them look too chunky, because they are a chunky boot, but they honestly do not look that chunky on the foot. And I think when I was doing my due diligence and research back then, a lot of the reviews were in regards to tall boots. And I did not, again, I can't do the tall boot. So a lot of people were saying they're true to size. So that's why I went the 40. But I mean, I give this from a 1 to a 10. I give this boot, I give it a 7. Just because, again, the leather, the toe box is somewhat narrow. This leather is hard, so it is going to take a little bit more wearing out of to stretch out this leather compared to like the tall ones. I don't know if they've changed the leather from the older versions, where it looks like the taller ones have more of a leather that's a little bit more soft over time, or it could just be people really wearing their boot. But I found like the shorter ones don't, the leather on that is not as pliable over time. And I've worn these, I've worn these a lot. Probably, I don't know, I think I've worn them a lot. I get a lot of use out of them, so it's still this hard leather, so it irritates my foot. But I mean, I still love these boots. I still rock them. I just wish I would have got a 41. I would tell y'all to go get them on sale if I can. But yeah, let's get into the next one. All right, y'all, so the next boot that we're gonna be getting into is just a little bit more elevated than the last boot we saw. I wanted to incorporate boots that, you know, anyone watching would find at least one pair that they could gravitate towards too. So the Prada Monolith one was a little bit more edgier, tomboyish, for that person who, you know, that did something for them. But our next one that we are going to be getting into is just a little bit more chic and is not for everyone. I can say that because, honey, the amount of from my close friends and family who, when I first got this boot, was like, sis, no. But if you like what you like, buy it, okay? So we're going to be getting into the ultimate Givenchy shark boot, baby. Like I said, these are not for everybody, but they're for me. If you watched in a previous video my luxury haul, if you go watch after this one, sis. But I got these back in November 2021. I paid $17.50, and it is sort of like the product, another hashtag she never pays retail, because the retail on these, sis, again, I ordered these boots in November off of Givenchy's website, because I don't know where you can get these boots other than their site at this point, or actually in a Givenchy store. I don't think retailers sell this boot. But sis, now they're $19.95, okay? And for the short version. So if you like this boot and you waiting, like they finally came back. They did a re-release. They sort of changed up the boot when it first was released. They've increased the price, I'm sure, from the first time. Then they increased it when they came back this at the end, middle end of last year, 2021, and they've already done the increase. So if you're waiting, I don't know why, you might as well go buy the boot now before that boot is well over $2,000. I mean, the high boot was over $2,000. Again, I could never wear the high boot. I have thick calves, so I had to go with the short version. But I would not pay over $2,000 for these boots. It's just a no. So, But before I get into my, you know, little spiel on the boot, they are stuffed. So that's what you see in the white. The inside, maybe in one of the boot, I'll take it out for you all. So it's stuffed in the toe. That's fine. Y'all do not need me to take all of that out. But so this is the, you know, the shark boot. So you have your calfskin leather all around. And when I say, at least I can say this boot is all leather besides the metal here. Everything, the inside, the lining, everything on this boot, even the wedge, because this is a hidden wedge. If you didn't know that, this boot is not a heel, it's a wedged heel. So, you know, if you don't like to wear heeled boots, you can go with this one and nobody will ever notice this. So the boot is leather all around. You have a cute little almond toe. You have a zipper here. I can't pull it down. I'm not gonna pull it down. I don't really pull my boot down. We'll get into people having to take issues with taking this boot on and off. I don't know what y'all doing, but I don't be having issues. And I never zip down this zipper, but if you do have issues, I guess you would zip that down, and also you would be able to, no, I don't know. But this can come off like this if you wanted to. You would have no reason to. Then you have your metal detailing here on this boot. It says Givenchy, and then it has your Givenchy logo in the what is this, in the metal here. This is all silver on this one. So this is the new version. So on the old version, this was not here. It just pretty much was like a lock, like looked like this with the lock. I prefer the new version. I like all this extraness. That's when I first fell in love with them, was way back when they first came out. But I was not spending money on boots like that in my 20s, so no. But the other one is different. So the other one has a different metal hook, and it is metal and gold. And again, it says Givenchy on the top, and it has Givenchy across the gold part here. And it also has the cute little, I never noticed that before, the Givenchy logo on the back of that, and on this other side as well. I know you can take these on and off. I don't see a reason to. I think it just makes the boot a little bit more, you know, it gives it a little more, va-va-voom. So why would you want to take it off? Okay, so I love this boot. I think it's very, very cute. I think it's cute to dress up, dress down. My only downfall with this boot is, you guys, I mean, you're looking at it now. I hope you can see why I don't like this boot. Like, I don't like this rippling. So it's just like, when it came, they had it all stuffed. So I store my boots how they came. I stuff it here, but I don't think there's a way to alleviate that unless you get this leather, some of this leather cut off, because I feel like it's rippling on itself. So it's just a little bit too much material. I don't know. But that is my only con with these boots, is that this just does not look cute when you're walking. I don't like this from the side. Like, it just looks sloppy. This somewhat, the bottom of my boot somewhat drags on the ground. Not that much. It doesn't even have scuffs like that. It's not that bad. I know there are people, I saw in Kyra Amanique's video, she actually gets she has the taller versions, but she gets it cut so it's not dragging on the ground. So I think you can do that if you're worried about that. As much as these boots cost, I'm not paying to do all of that. I can say I do not gravitate towards these boots as much as I thought I would. Again, I think it's just because despite this and getting it any worse, I don't know. For me, again, like I cannot do the tall version in these because I have wide calves. So that's why I have to go with the short version. So I'm able to get my foot, my leg, everything in this boot perfectly fine. I actually got these boots in a size 41. So again, I'm a US 9.5, 10. I usually wear a European 40, but I figured these boots, they look small. And the few reviews that I did see, people were saying to half size up. I went with a 41, a whole size, just because my leg, and I can say like my leg it fits, but it is stuffed in there. Like it's just meeting my calf circumference. So for me to wear this boot and make it look like something, I have to wear with a legging or I have to wear with a legging. Like I can't wear this boot with a jean, unfortunately, just because, unless it was like a jegging, but it's just not gonna work, or it's gonna be too tight on my jean and you'll see that, and that's not cute. So I would not repurchase these for me personally, just because they are very, very cute. I always wanted them, but the fact that I can only wear them with leggings and I can't wear them with jeans is just a con for me, because I don't do a lot of leggings per se anymore. I mean, I could wear them with tights, but I would like to be able to wear them with jeans if I wanted to, because 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10 I'm wearing jeans. So I want to have the ability to wear my stuff with everything that I want to wear them with: jeans, tights, stockings, leggings, everything. And since I can't do these since I can't do that with these, for the amount that I paid for these, I feel like I should be getting a little bit more wear out of these. Overall, wearing them all night, for me, they're very comfortable. I mean, again, after wearing, I've literally worn these from 8 a.m. or not 8 a.m. from like 8 p.m. going to dinner and then being out all night and getting home at like 3-4 a.m. My foot is rarely agitated. Of course, over time it is a wedge, so it has a little height to it, and just being on that arch, having a flat foot, that does irritate with my foot, but the toe box does not irritate my foot at all. It does look narrow though. It does look a little narrow. So again, if you have wide feet, I would do that whole size up, sis, because that might be the only issue you might have with this boots. For me, I don't have an issue with it, other than, again, this crunchling of the boot. But overall, would I repurchase this boot? No. Comfortability of it, I think they're comfortable. They do not bother my foot. This does not bother my foot. I never have an issue with taking this boot off. I think there might have been one time when my boyfriend had to help me at the end of the night to take the boot off. I just couldn't get it off, but other than that, I'm able to put this boot on and off myself. I think it's cute though, but the fact that I just can't wear with everything, it's a no for me. So our last and final one is another purchase that you saw in a previous video, my luxury haul that I got at the same time I bought those Givenchy boots back in November of 2021. We have our Louis Vuitton, what is this, the Lorate Platform Desert boot. Let me just give you an overview of the boot before I get into it. So the boot is, so I got this tan, olive, brown, taupey color. They come in different versions. I do of course liked the black version, but as you saw, I have 2 other black boots, and I felt like these were equivalent somewhat to the Prada monolith, so I did not want to go with the black boot. I don't have like an everyday sporty brown boot, so that's why I went with these. And I just really love these colors. I think these are so good, and they go perfect with my favorite, the LV monogram. So I just think they work so well with it, and I still do get a little black. I mean, I think overall this boot it works as a neutral, just how a black would. So again, we have our Louis Vuitton Desert Storm boot. I got these back in November of 2021. I had purchased them for $13.50, and they're still $13.50. As of today, we're in stock pretty much for a lot of sizes. So, well, I think so. So if you were interested in them, I would say go on Louis Vuitton's website now and go get them. But we did not get a price increase in these, so thank God for that. So there's no hashtag she never praised retail on these. But the boot is suede here, so all of this is pretty much suede leather, and all this brown and green taupey color on this black. So this is like a leather here, and every place you see it is actually like, you know, more like a smoother they call it patent leather. The suede is calf leather, and then you have, of course, the LV monogram is in that coated canvas. Still, the strings are leather. The tongue is the LV monogram. Your little here is the LV monogram. The bottom is ridge, rugged. You have the little heel here. But no, I mean, again, this is another boot. I'm sorry, y'all, the sun is about to set, so the lighting on this, let me move up. Okay, so this is another boot that I loved and I just always wanted. I just, again, just could never pull the trigger on it. So I finally did this past fall, and I love these. So again, another great go-to just to have. You can definitely wear these in all the seasons. You can wear them in the fall and the winter, but a lot of people actually wear these boots in the summer as well. Again, wearing them with the jean denim cut-off shorts at like what is it, Coachella, going to different what is that, festivals and things like that. I think these boots are great for that. That's not my vibe, but again, if you're into that, I think this is a perfect boot where you can do that. Overall, the comfortability of these shoes, I think for me, these are comfortable. I've worn them. I have not worn these as much as I would have liked so far, but I think going into next season for me, I'll definitely wear them a little bit more, just because I'll have more time with them or whatever. I don't know what, I can't say, I don't know what hesitated me from pulling them out. I think it's just the colors. Even though they are neutrals, I'm a little weird, and I just always gravitate towards black, so I think that's just a part of it. But I of course wouldn't sell these. I wouldn't give these up. I'll keep them for years. I think I got a size 41. I definitely think I could have been better off with actually going a half size down. Again, I'm a 40, US 9.5, 10. I'm usually a EU 40, but I did the 41 in these just because I did not know and I didn't want to chance it. And they feel fine, but for me, you can tell they're a little roomy here when I wear them. So that's like as you can see, like they're a little roomy here when I wear them on my foot, around my leg. So I have to wear them with socks to just try to like fill them out a little bit more. I wish I did the 40.5 just so I didn't have that extra roomy here, and I just don't like that. I don't dress this boot up. This is definitely a more casual boot for me. I would not wear this with like a baby doll dress like I do like my Prada monolith boots. It's just not for me. This is more of a, I'm wearing this with denim. I mean, this is more of a, you know, a throw on for me, a little bit more elevated than a UGG for me, just because it just looks like a casual boot in my opinion. And yeah, so yeah, I think this is just an overall great boot to have, again, just to wear when you don't want to throw in the Uggs. You maybe want to throw in this. This heel is not high at all, since you have, you know, the what is this, the platform here. It's like you're walking on a flat surface anyway. You can wear these for an hour. You can wear these for hours. You can literally trek the desert in these. They're so comfortable. I would repurchase these again. I probably would get them in the black just because I love these so much, and I probably would get a little bit more wear out of the black. But I'll wait a little bit for that. Overall, I think these boots are great to have. I mean, in comparison to the Prada monolith boot, these definitely are a little bit more affordable. I think these are a great start to a luxury boot collection. I mean, they're $13.50. The Prada and the Givenchy's are well on their way to basically being $2,000 at this point. I think you would definitely get your cost per wears out with these. If you've gotten this, if you get this version, or if you get the black version, they definitely have these in many different variations at this point. They came out with a denim one this past season. I'm not in love with the denim. It's like a dark blue denim. It's not cute to me. But this one and the black ones I adore. Start with these, sis, and work your way. Okay, y'all, so we've gotten through all of my boots. These are my top 3 luxury, you know, fall winter boots that I navigate towards to when it comes to the cooler months. I know we're in spring, but this is definitely a great time now. If you're interested or was, you know, thinking about buying some of these boots but they didn't have your size or something, this is definitely a good time to buy, just because buying off season is the best time to find something in stock in your size. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you go subscribe. If you are not, go check out some other videos that I have on my page. Go follow me on Instagram at Miss Morgan Ashley. The Miss is spelled MS. Morgan Ashley is spelled just how it is over here, y'all. But no, I'll see y'all in the next one. Toodles.
Through drought and famine, natural desire.